The moment that I told him he's trying to tell us that, he says that's not what he's saying. I don't understand why he's doing that. Halal homie, are you saying that
If you want to
Allah
stay, you gotta keep your camera on, bro.
Yeah. Are you saying
Why?
Because you don't belong here. If you want to stay here, you gotta keep your camera on.
Halal is way younger than I thought he was.
Yeah, he sounds super young.
I don't know.
Halal, you gotta turn your camera on, man. You tried to spam back into the back channel 4 times now.
All right, man.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yo, what's up? Finally, thank you for letting me on. I appreciate it. Thank you.
What's up, man?
Been waiting a while. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Hey.
I'm doing all right. Thank you for letting me on. I appreciate that. All right. So, you want to stick to the topic, or can we also go to the crucifixion that you mentioned earlier? You want to just stick? You want to stick solely with determinism?
Yeah. Do you have free will to choose the path? To
Yes,
be
you
on the
have
straight
free
path?
will. In Islam, you have free will.
So
Absolutely.
when Allah says that you don't have free will, that He's the one who wills for you to will to be on the straight path, you still have free will?
The verse is not saying that you don't have free will. The verse
it
is
is.
saying, let's pull up the verse. Thank you. Let's read it in English too. Let's not even go to the Arabic.
Okay, I like you.
Thank you. I like you too.
Where am I at? You're supposed to help.
All right. So like the last verse, for example.
This one right here.
All right, we can do that too.
Verily, this is an admonition. So whoever wills, let him take a path to his Lord.
Mm.
But you cannot will unless Allah wills.
Yep.
So the only way that you can will, that you can choose to be on the path to your Lord, is if Allah wills for you to choose to be on the path to your Lord.
All right. Let me explain it to you with an analogy, right? All right.
Okay.
So if I will do you have an object near you?
And my phone.
Plenty.
Okay, you have a phone, right? Okay. You just willed to pick up your phone, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Now that is your will, okay?
Mhm.
And Allah has willed that phone to be picked up. Your action is being created. That action is willed by Allah. Now, if you want to will to lick your elbow, can you do that?
Mhm.
Can you lick your elbow? The answer is you can't, right? Because
can't.
Allah is you can't lick your elbow. You can't.
I can't.
Lick your elbow then.
No, I'm about to lick my elbow on my stream.
You can't do that. It's impossible, right?
You're probably right. I've seen somebody do it though.
Is it impossible?
Really? All right, make it different.
Oh,
topic.
I can't do it.
Hey, wait.
I thought I
Somebody
could.
with a long tongue can do it though. Because
Yeah.
look,
So
Maybe
Halal-
I
halal
don't know.
homie.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
hold on, let me do it.
You're falling into the same trap as the other guy.
Let me finish. I appreciate that's what you think, but let me finish. Right?
Let
So
them land it, then we'll cook them.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. You
Now
can,
you just
can,
taught me something new, man.
you can quote unquote cook me after. Okay, so if you try to lick your elbow, that's your will, but Allah is not creating that action. That is an action that cannot be created. So the Islamic understanding is that your will, right, is not necessarily the determiner of the action. Every action is created. This is what the Islamic understanding is. This is what compatibilism, which I don't know if it was 2 speakers ago, was trying to explain, right? That compatibilism is when you have free will and your actions are determined by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in that sense. But
how's that free?
Okay, no, I just explained it to you, right? So you have the will to pick up your phone, right? That action, right, is by your will, but it is created by Allah, that action. Now, your action to lick your elbow, that's your will, but it is not created by Allah. This is an example, right? So if you will to be on the straight path, the ultimate will, the ultimate determiner of that is Allah. So that doesn't mean that you don't have free will or that you don't have any choice at all, but that it means that Allah is the ultimate will in these actions and in this creation. I think that's a very clear-cut explanation. Please tell me your response. Thank you for letting me speak, by the way. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. You just contradicted yourself. Hold on, we got somebody here that's licking the elbow.
There's a few problems with this.
Thank you. I think that's the only valid refutation you have to the argument.
Did Allah create this action?
Well,
he got to do full screen.
I found it crazy that Halal said that the action isn't created by Allah because it's impossible.
Thank you.
Well, first of all, yes. So, of course, someone can lick their elbow.
Sorry, Ibn Dawood, I can't see you right now because the screen. Can you repeat that?
It's okay. You ain't gotta see me. You just gotta hear me. So, first of all, Halal, it's a horrible example to think that just because you think a certain action is impossible, like licking your elbow, therefore Allah does not create it. All right. So that's the first problem. But aside from that, people can lick their elbow. Just so you know, right? People can do all sorts of insane things with their bodies.
I think you get the point.
Now,
still.
well, I get the point, but I think it's hilarious that you put limits on Allah's creative power based upon what you know about the human body, which is awesome. But Halal,
That's not the argument.
well, that was one of your arguments. But
But
the
that
main
was not
problem
the
I have with you, Halal, is you have the same problem as the last guy. So again, I ask you, cannibalism.
Do
This is
great.
an action. Grape. The worst kind you can think of.
Yeah,
Sure,
let's
let's
go.
do that.
This is an action that is possible for most human beings who are able-bodied. Why does this action? So this is even better. If previously in your conception Allah did not create the action of licking an elbow, why would Allah create the action of grape for humans?
Okay. So just like the previous person responded, but you didn't let him answer fully, is that it is because we have the same problem. We're both theists, right? So you
I don't
believe.
have that
I'll tell you
problem.
the difference. We have a difference, but I'll tell
We
you.
don't
I'll
have
tell you
that
why.
problem, sir.
So
Let me
Halal,
finish. I'll let you finish.
Stop. Halal, stop.
Okay, so I let you talk, but I'm not
no,
allowed
wait.
to talk.
No. You can talk Halal, but
Okay, thank
let
you.
me be honest with you. When I raise an objection with Islam, and the first thing you can do is, well, you have the same problem. That's not how we argue, Halal.
No
Defend
problem, no
your
problem.
position, and then critique mine if you'd like.
Okay. How about you let me finish, and then after that you can critique my.
As long as you don't start with you have the same problem,
No. I will start.
because we
with
don't.
that, but let me explain why, and then you can respond.
So
I let you
Halal,
speak.
Halal. Before
Okay,
you
Ibn
even get
Dawood, I
there,
let you speak. You let me speak. We're doing a
you're
good thing, and
committing
then
a
you're not
fallacy.
gonna-
You're committing a fallacy, Halal.
Okay, then
It's
say that
called
after I'm
Tukul
done.
Kwe.
Then say that.
So
Just give him a break. Hey, Halal, man, I'm gonna let you back up, man. But you gotta relax, dog. You gotta relax. Defend your position. Don't say you have the same problem. He asked you something directly, addressed you directly. Engage with the points that he said before trying to point the finger and say, "Oh, you have the same problem." So, are you admitting that you have a problem, or like tell us? Okay, so engage with the points he made.
Yeah, so no problem. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allows evil actions to happen. And this is an atheist objection called
Did he create those evil actions, bro?
by creating the people with the free will. He did indirectly, yes.
Did he create grape?
Yes, he did.
So Allah created grape.
Oh man.
Yeah, and I'll tell you why.
Another
Let me
one.
explain. Let me explain too, right? If you ask me a question, I'm going to explain as well. Okay, so in our understanding, the human, for example, a sinful person, extremely sinful person, is willing to commit a sinful action of grape, right? He commits this action. Okay, now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will punish this person because of his will. That action was created. Now, in the theistic understanding, your understanding, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, right? Is that God commands a series of events to happen where a human being is created and then he rapes. But in your understanding, God does not stop this. Why? Because the human being has free will. Now,
Nobody
we both
asked
have
about why
different
it doesn't
conceptions
stop.
of this.
Nobody asked
Let
about
me
what.
finish.
Nobody
Let me
is.
finish.
No, you're not addressing the issue.
I am
Nobody's
addressing the
asking
issue.
about why it doesn't stop.
I just addressed the
We're
issue first,
asking
and then.
about. Hey, dude, relax, man. Relax. We're not asking about why he doesn't stop it. We're asking about, did he create the action according to your worldview? And you said yes, he does. He creates the action, is the cause of the action. This is your worldview, not ours. We're not asking you why doesn't Allah stop it. You're saying he created all the actions, so he's responsible for the action of grape. He himself is. Not only that, he's also responsible for the person's will to grape, because that's what the Quran says. You cannot will to be on the straight path lest Allah wills for you to be on the straight path. He chooses your belief, your want, your choice. You haven't dealt with that yet.
All right, I will deal with it, and I'll answer it again. But I let you finish, and I appreciate that you've been doing that.
Halal. My
Yeah.
question remains.
Okay, then repeat your question. Am I answering God logic question or your question?
Por qué? Nanda toe? Why? Why would he do this? What's the point? Like, what is the? For example, theists will talk about the idea of the telos, a purpose behind God's creation. If the action of grape is God's creation, what is the purpose behind it? Why would a good God create grape? as an action.
God is not okay. So you're conflating two things. God is not raping, right? He's instead there's a will of the human being which is allowing
according to
that.
Surah 8:43, he might be, but we'll see about that.
Okay, see again, just now you're gonna misquote and take out of context another hadith. But here, let me
Hey,
answer God logic's
you
question.
didn't
It's more
kill him.
straightforward.
Allah killed him. You didn't grape him.
That's
Allah
exactly
graped him.
not true at all. That is
I
not
don't
the
see a
Islamic
difference.
understanding as I
Yeah,
explained.
what
earlier.
is the difference?
Okay, let me explain. Right?
Allah created the action. How is it not him doing it?
Okay, just like let me tell you this, right? Let me ask you this very straightforward. Did Allah create human beings?
You're not helping yourself. I wanted
No,
my
let me
question
answer my
please.
question. Did Allah create
Well,
human beings?
no, because so far I asked you
I've
my
answered your question. You
and
haven't been
you've
satisfied with
made-
my answer, but I've
No,
answered it very directly.
you did not answer why. You just said Allah does this activity. I'm asking you for the purpose behind the activity because it points to a God who is evil.
Yeah, why did Allah create grape?
Oh, you're acting like atheists. Yeah, Allah did not create.
No.
Allah.
We're acting like Christians who are
No,
opposing
you're
a false God. This is a false, inconsistent, counterfeit idea of God.
You
This is why-
No,
this is why I'm arguing.
because he
Halal.
allowed human beings to express their will.
Wait, but this isn't his. This is
What?
Allah's will. Why did He create grape? He wanted
Because
he
he's
wanted
willing
the
them-
human
he's
he wanted the human being to be able to express grape.
He's allowing them to express their will. Yes,
No, but why did He do? Why did He create grape?
I can ask you the exact same question.
No,
Literally
you
the
cannot.
Again,
You don't
How
believe
about,
you're
how about
running.
this? If you answer it, I'll
You're
answer
still-
it. Too. If you answer it, I'll
You're
answer
still
it.
running. Why did He create grape, man?
If you man do it, I'll do
Because
it.
let me
Go
answer it
away,
again.
man.
Let me just answer
Go
it again,
away.
just for the record, so you
You've
don't say
never
I'm running,
answered it once.
so that human beings can express their own will.
That's
my
not an answer.
Wow. So he created.
And that's the same exact
action
thing
of
for you.
grape.
You're running
No,
away from your own position.
Well,
because
okay.
that's
So
what
he
Christians like to do.
created
Like to
grape.
attack the Islamic
So
position.
he
so
created
it
grape.
backfires on them.
So that, He created grape so that a human being who wills to commit grape can do it.
So
And they're
He's
sinful.
like, I
and
got you,
it's life is
rapist.
a test.
I got you.
so guys,
You
don't
believe the
forget.
same thing? This is crazy.
Initially, Halal said that Allah has not created the action to lick your elbow. So if
Yes.
Allah had not created the action to grape would not be possible. But Allah creates the action to grape. ¿Por qué? Why?
I just repeated it again because he is allowing humans to express their will. And let me finish as well. Let me continue on an answer so I can be more elaborate before you interrupt me. Okay? Is that-
So he created
In
action.
your understanding, God is commanding and creating human beings with the knowledge that they will grape, yet he doesn't stop it. That is the exact same
Yeah,
thing.
No, you're
but-
saying that He's the
No.
cause of it.
Right, and
Or
you're
he is
saying
allowing
you're
it.
saying
He is
he's
allowing
no.
You believe he's the cause of it too.
Okay,
You believe
you
he's the
slow
cause of it too.
slow down
No, we
because
don't.
you're not slow down
No, we
because
don't.
you're not making sense of yourself. On one note, you're saying he created the action for the evil people to commit because he wanted to satisfy their needs. And then
No,
on
that is
another
not
note,
what I
you're
said
trying
at
to
all. That is not what I said.
exactly. And then
That's
on
a straw
another
man.
note, that's what you're saying you're not saying. But that's exactly what you're saying, bro.
I did
It's
not say that
literally
at all.
what you're
We
saying,
can watch the
bro.
video. Let's see. If,
You
look at
said
what-
he created grape for those who will to grape. How could they will to grape if grape didn't exist?
that again. That he created them. It's the same thing you believe. It's the same exact thing you believe.
I don't believe that.
Do you believe grape
I
exists? Do you
do
believe grape
not
exists?
believe that God creates the action of grape. You
So
do.
he creates
Now,
humans to do
please
that.
justify why you believe this.
I feel like I'm talking to atheists. This is actually crazy.
Bro,
Like,
you're talking to real theists.
You're talking.
No,
to
I'm talking
theists
to- I'm
who
talking to
don't
atheists,
believe
really. I
in
mean,
an evil God.
here, let me quickly finish. Really
You're
quickly.
talking
You
to
believe-
theists who believe in the true God,
I'll
bro.
let you finish. All right,
Yeah,
you believe.
You're
Halal.
talking to theists who believe in
I've
the true
asked you a
God.
question, and you keep
I've answered
telling me
it
what
4
I
times.
believe. But Halal, the answer you have given me is as follows: God creates grape for those who will to grape. However, Halal, you admitted before we started this conversation that it's absolutely possible for God to not create an action. So, for
Yes,
example,
it is
Halal,
possible for God to-
I will to lick my elbow, but Allah won't create the action. Why couldn't
Yes.
He do that for those who will to grape?
because Allah is testing all of those, so those people will be sinful and punished in the hellfire. No problem. It's like
I see.
wait. So
I
wait,
see.
let me ask you this.
So-
let me ask you
so
this.
Allah-
Wait, can I
wait,
finish?
Halal,
No.
Halal,
I let
the
you
answer
rambled
is
on for a
different this
while and
time.
let you finish.
Wait, Halal, 1 second. The answer is different this time.
Okay, I'll
So
let you
Halal,
finish again.
the answer now is that Allah, knowing that there are actions that are evil that will land you in hell, opts to create those actions to test you. as opposed
Based
to
on
not
your will.
having them
Based on your will.
being created at all.
Based on your will, that's what you're missing.
So,
Yes,
so
based on your will.
Allah is so arbitrary that I can will to the cows come home to lick my elbow, and I can't do it. But if, God forbid, I wanted to go and grape somebody, I could easily do it. Interesting.
Yeah, you believe
What-
God. Did God
what a
give you the
God.
ability to lick your elbow? Even
What a,
though.
what a, what a God. What a
What a
God.
God.
So let me get this straight.
So you
God,
can
no,
choose.
let me finish.
so
You
you
talked
can-
for a while, Sheikh Lodge.
You could choose to believe in
All
Allah.
right, well, let me finish. Okay.
Can you choose to
Let me
believe in
answer
Allah?
Sheikh Dawood. It's a 2v1 right now. Let me answer
Yeah.
Sheikh
Can you
Dawood,
choose
and
to
then let me
believe in
answer
Allah?
you. Okay, I'll answer Dawood and then you. Okay.
Can you choose
So
to believe
Dawood.
in Allah?
Okay, you've asked the question. I heard you first.
Can
Okay.
you choose to believe in Allah?
Yeah. So Dawood, you believe you criticize my position that God, right, has not allowed somebody to lick their elbow, but has allowed someone to grape. Yeah, in the same way that God has given.
Sorry, Halal. If all you can do is just do random straw man and two quoques, you claim to know what I believe, but you never actually asked me what I believe. We're Christians. We're not stupid. We don't believe that God creates the actions for us to go and do evil, because that in turn would mean that God is evil. But it's up to you. This is the ultimate problem. You guys are always so busy trying to prove how big and strong Allah is that you let Allah fall into ridiculousness because of how much you want him to be Superman. So yes, Allah is so powerful that his sheer presence, like conqueror's haki, just cannot allow us to even act on our own. He must be the cause of our actions and create those actions. But you don't realize that human beings are fallible and they do things that are frowned upon in the sight of Allah. Yet Allah is the creator of those things. Shirk, the unforgivable sin. Allah creates all shirky actions. So Allah is paradoxical. Allah is going against himself. He hates shirk, but creates shirk. So that you can do shirk, so that he will hate you for doing it.
Amazing.
A'udhu billah.
A'udhu billah, shaitan regime. We got technically Halal Homie's God did create grape because his God is the devil. See, you're not arguing against atheists, you're arguing against Christians. You're arguing against Christians who are calling out and exposing your false God, man. Thank you for admitting that your Allah is responsible for grape. He's the one who created that action to appease the will of those who want to carry it out.
But I love how we do this all the time. A Muslim says something, we say this is what they said, and they turn around and say they didn't.
I never said that.
I never said that. Exactly what he's like legitimately trying to tell us over and over and over again. The moment that I told him he's trying to tell us that, he says that's not what he's saying. I don't understand why he's doing that. Halal Homie, are you saying that
If you want to stay, you gotta keep your camera on, bro.
Yeah. Are you saying
Why?
Because you don't belong here. If you want to stay here, you got to keep your camera on.
Halal is way younger than I thought he was.
Yeah, he sounds super young.
I don't know.
Halal, you gotta turn your camera on, man. You tried to spam back into the back channel 4 times now.
All right,
so
man.
yeah, okay, thank you. Are you saying that Allah, and please just give me a couple yes or no's, and then I'll let you say whatever you want, all right? Because I really don't even want to engage with you because you're going in circles. Are you saying that Allah created the action? It's just a yes or no. Did he create the action of grape?
Created the action, but not because of the will. Yes. So he created it because of the will.
Remove the human's will to act on it. Did he create that action? Did he create grape?
I mean, like, you can't remove the human's will. Short answer is yes.
No, we'll put it in there in
will.
a second. We'll put
Because
it
of the
in
will.
there.
Sorry
We'll
to
put Will in there
interject.
in a
GL, Sig wants to get raised. I can go down if you want.
We'll put the will in there in a second. I just want to know, are you claiming that Allah created the action in itself? The ability to grape. Did he create the action in itself?
Yeah, God created the ability to murder, rape, and
Oh my
good evil.
goodness.
God created that ability. I
Okay.
think you believe that too. But
Okay, so he created the action in itself. What it is to grape, your God created that. That's what he decided to create before creation was.
because of the will. So the will is what led to that.
One second, because remember, this is what I
Right.
accused you. 1 second. This is what I accused you of claiming for Allah, and you said you weren't. So let's establish before the world was different things that Allah has created. For example, good, evil, specific actions, following Him, commandments, sins, etc. The transgression of His law. He created these things. He created what it means to be good, which is the reason why we have the establishment of rules and laws that we must follow in order to be good.
I agree. He did create what it
Okay,
means to be good.
now, so we have the understanding that the absence of that is evil, correct?
Yep.
Grape is evil, correct?
Yep.
Okay, he created the action of grape just like he created the actions that will put you under the guidelines of being good, right?
Yeah, because of the will. Yeah, of the human being.
Okay, right. Now, not because of the will, these are just actions that he has created that will put you in either category, right?
What actions that he created? I'm sorry, I didn't follow.
Dude, these
No,
are
I'm
actions-
asking a genuine question.
Okay, what is okay?
These are actions that will make you good or bad, right?
Yeah, so rape is sinful, and you'll be
Hey,
punished.
great.
Grape,
So he
grape.
created
Rape. My bad.
right. So he created these actions that will put you in either category, i.e., being good or bad, right?
Yeah, sinful or not sinful. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Then he gave us the free will to dabble in whatever action we want.
Yep.
So you're saying your God created grape.
The ability to choose to rape or not. Yeah.
I'm done.
That's
I think that was a very straightforward answer. I think that was.
How did
very,
I just
okay.
walk you down the road
Do you
of
know-
you explaining how your God created grape and then you ran away from it after I tried to conclude with you?
No, he
Dude.
created grape because of the will. I keep repeating that, and you said like, "Oh, we'll move
It's
it."
not
Even
because
if he-
of the will. It has
Right.
nothing to do with the will. It has nothing to do with the will, bro. Has
Halal.
nothing to do with the will.
Yeah, go ahead.
He's
Halal.
giving you
Thank you,
free
bro.
will to do as you please, but you're saying he created the will. You're saying, oh, it's because of the you close the string?
Yo, can you bring that verse back up? The one
He's
that you
saying
guys were
that you
talking about.
created the will, Halal. That's what you're saying. Because of the will, he has created things that he willed the humans to do. I completely understand that, but it has nothing to do with because of the will. These are just actions that you're saying your God has created for us to pick and choose which ones we want to do. Okay?
Okay.
So
Okay,
when
let
you
me-
say your
in
God has
perspective.
created, wait 1 second. So when you
Yeah,
say
sorry,
your
sorry.
God has created an evil action that we can do because he created it, you are now saying that your God is basically the devil. Your God is Satan, dude.
That is completely
Evil.
false.
So,
Okay.
halal.
So let me put it into
There's
perspective.
a back.
Yeah,
Can I
right.
respond to
Respond.
one person at a time? I prefer that. because
Sure,
I'm
respond to
getting
me
bombarded.
and respond to me, and then I won't respond. I'll let one of the other brothers take it. Go ahead.
No problem. Thank you so much. Okay. So if God is creating an action because of a will, I'll tell you why it's different. And why fundamentally every single theist believes the same thing. And I'm going to explain the position first again, and then I'm going to explain that. Okay? And again, I let
They
you
don't, by
talk,
the
so I'd
way,
appreciate if you give me the
just
same respect, Siana.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
cool. Like they
Right.
don't though. Just
Okay, no,
saying.
that's great. You can say that, but let me explain first, right? Okay.
I'm saying it's
So,
true.
yes, I believe that God created the ability to do evil actions, right? And because of somebody's will, he creates those actions. Now, when Hitler committed the Holocaust and killed 6 million Jews, right? God, who created Hitler with the knowledge that he would do that, okay, is indirectly creating those things, right? So the theist, right, who believes that,
What?
oh yeah. So, okay, did God create Hitler? Yes or no?
No, it sounds
No,
like
no,
you
answer my
flipping
question.
your
You can answer.
position.
I've been answering.
Yeah,
Did God
you're
create Hitler?
flipping
Yes
the
or no?
position.
It's either he created the evil action that people commit, or he just
He did,
created
yeah.
the people who will end up doing these evil actions. Which one is it?
Will end up. No, he created the people with knowledge that they would create these evil actions.
Did
what
he
you're
But
did he
create the
create the
action,
action
though?
that they commit?
Yeah, did he create the
because of the
action?
will?
No.
Due to the will?
Did he create? Get out of here.
Dude, keep
Get
saying
out.
because of the will,
Get
bro.
out.
Get out of
Wait.
here.
Hold on. Can I say something?
Over.
I want
Yo,
to.
listen,
Okay,
can we go to
let
Quran.com?
me
Can we go to Quran.com?
let me
Same
let me
verse.
add something very quickly to the way that he articulated. He changed his position very slightly. I don't know if any of you guys caught it. He started adding this element of The actions are created not
Because of the will.
randomly by Allah, but because there is a will for those actions to be performed by Allah's creatures, aka us.
Yeah. I mean, this is just crazy because look, that's not even what he specifically believes. The tensed version of this will, like that I was explaining to David, is, bro, the will, Allah commands something and then his command overrides your free choice. So here, if you go to Jamia Tirmidhi, his chapters on predestination, Abdullah bin Mas'ud says, I'm butchering the Arabic, I don't really care. It says that the creation of one of you is gathered in his mother's womb for 40 days. Then for a similar period, he's a clot. Then from a similar period, he is a piece of flesh. Now, whether or not this is scientifically accurate, I could care less. Then Allah specifically sends the angel to him to blow and ensoul him. And then he is ordered to write 4 things. So these 4 things are very important. His provision, okay? His lifespan, how long he's going to live, his works, the literal actions he does, and whether he will be wretched or happy. Wretched or happy is heaven or hell, okay? Now, why are these 2 important? Because Allah has already pre-written temporally the actions you're going to do. So it's not like Allah is outside of time, outside of the strip of time, just, sustaining everything. That's what we call providence. Here, Allah is tensely creating a set of actions that you have to do. He says, by the one besides whom there is none worthy of worship, one person, at least one person in the world, will do deeds of the people of paradise, until there is between him and paradise a 4-arm span. For those of you guys that know what a forearm is, it's from your middle fingertip to your elbow. That's how far you are. That's how close you are to getting into heaven. It's very close. Okay? Then he will be overcome by what is written for him, and he's sealed off, so that he enters hellfire. So bear in mind, Allah overrides whatever good actions you've done up to this point because he's already said you have to go to hell. So he said, look, bro, I hear what you're saying. I understand the good works, but I've already said you're going to hell. And so even if you've declared your shahada, you've done good works and every single thing under the sun that makes someone a good Muslim, you're about to go into Jannah, you're about to go into paradise, Allah will override with his decree that you're going to go to hell and will force you to do a bad action so Allah can send you to hell.